Wow.
What is up, everyone? It's your boy Cheech and two other guys who I guess I can give them an intro.
Fuck
Go
you.
ahead.
Wow. Okay. This is Featherlight, obviously not Cheech's friend anymore.
This is Anime 2090. I'm gonna kick Cheech in the dick.
All right,
Seriously,
so
I mean,
there
just
goes,
being a...
there goes monetization. Anyway,
Good luck making your money now.
bitch. Anyway, how about let's get to it. All right, so we decided to collectively get together here and do like an first impressions of the Darwin Project, which is a game that is an indie game, I believe, and we have closed alpha access to it, and we recently played it, and we wanted to give our impressions because personally I thought it was pretty kick-ass.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. For being a closed alpha stage right now, this thing is like top-notch. I mean, I had so much fun playing it, even though it was only one level, and I mean, honestly, there were a couple of bugs that I ran across, but even with that, it was so much fun to play.
Yeah.
Seven,
Yeah.
7 out of 10. Too much snow.
Too much snow. It was kind of cold. I mean, it'd be nice if I was able to build a fire half the time, but that we'll get to that later.
So anyways, I guess
go
we'll...
into into the overall explanation of what Darwin truly is.
Yeah, let's go into like
For
the
the guys that
concept
don't
of
know.
Darwin. What the Darwin Project game is. Anybody want to take the lead on this, or
I
should we just...
I guess I can do this. God, you guys are like little kids in a teacher's classroom.
Okay, well, come on,
Yeah,
Brian
pretty much.
Moser. Teacher's pet.
Whoa.
Get it out there.
Motherfucker, I will cut you. Anyways, so the Darwin Project takes the principles of your typical battle royale game. Everyone is for themselves. You have the ability to team up with one other individual while you play.
And only one. We
your
found that out
primary-
the hard way.
Primary goal is to survive until the end of the round.
Winner take all, essentially.
Yep.
Yeah.
There are 7 different zones. As time goes on, each one of these zones slowly disappears, forcing players to get closer and closer to each other to fight to the death. While you are trying to survive, you have to build fires to make yourself warm during the weather climates. You have to make arrows. You have to find leather so that you can improve the items you have. So overall, it's a survival game that is also a PvP battle royale.
Yeah.
It takes very, very similar cues to PlayerUnknown. Any fans of Hunger Games will know exactly what it's going to be about.
Yeah, that's basically what we've been referencing it to. Is just a Hunger Games multiplayer. Hunger Games is basically what it
Right.
is.
Right now, the biggest feature for the Darwin Project is not available in the alpha, which is the ability to give a player a modifier or some kind of upgrade to their equipment by voting for it. So a crowd can actually make the underdog the best player, or make the best player the most overpowered being in the entire game.
Yeah,
So-
and from what we could tell, that wasn't even an option for the role of the director. The director more or less was just a free-floating camera that could quickly zoom between each player. So it would be nice for, excuse me, a MLG-style tournament, having that pre-built in, not a afterthought like what it is with most other games. Well, I guess with most games it is now, but
Well,
basically it's just the announcer at this point in time.
so the key role of the director is primarily to be literally a announcer. He is there to entertain the audience. Audience can watch every individual player, but they can also watch what the director is seeing. And the director has the free camera to see the entire map, watch people fight each other in an actual battle-oriented view. So that's primarily where the director is.
Yeah, and
The
sorry, I just wanted to jump in there. When we were talking to the developers at E3, they did mention the features that you mentioned, like about giving power-ups and stuff to the other players as the director, or as part of the audience, as well as being able to control which zones close on the map. So there's a lot more features that we didn't get to see, but that should be available in later versions of the game. which I think is pretty cool.
So that sums up pretty much everything that's in the core game right now as we know it. Clearly, it's the alpha, so we're at a point where anything can change, whether it be the visuals, the gameplay, the mechanics, all the way down to the game itself. No word on when a beta is going to be set up, no word on when the actual game is going to be released yet, so it's far out as far as we know.
Correct. I would say it's safe to assume that.
I guess at this point, let's talk about the visuals. Just explain what the game looks like.
I mean, go ahead, Logan. You sound like you're
So,
ready to jump in.
yeah. So, visuals are very reminiscent of like Borderlands with a cel-shaded art style. Pretty simplistic, but generally very nice and clean. The physics are kind of awkward at times. I had an issue with being knocked back by arrows where I got flogged like, what was that, like 300 feet just by an arrow? Which in this game, one of the features is if you do get hit, you kind of get knocked back, so that way you don't just take successive damage over and over and over and over again, which is nice. But one of the bugs I did run into was sometimes it just did not seem to have a good limiter for the velocity that it would send you at. So there were some cases where you'd be in a melee brawl with someone and then all of a sudden you're have football field away from them and they're able to escape. But like I said, even with these kind of glitches and stuff like that, it was still overall a very fun play. And they didn't exactly occur all that often either, so I'm sure that they'll be ironed out within the main release.
Yeah, I mean, honestly though, even with the glitches, it's a surprise that it being in the alpha phase, this game is this far along.
Oh, exactly. Yeah, I wasn't trying to discredit or anything like that. I was just explaining where it currently stands, and so that way, if they ever see any footage on it, they can know what to expect. But
yeah,
visually, it's a very well polished game right now. It's not perfect. It's not going to be perfect anytime soon. Mechanically, there are still some spots that are in need of some dire work. But visually, it seems like they've got the direction they want down and they know where they want to take it. As far as we've seen, there's a couple mechanical spots that look futuristic, but overall, everything that's been shown, it has been very, like Logan said, Borderlands-ish, Telltale style, cel shading. Characters are kind of reminiscent of Team Fortress 2, to be honest.
Yeah, I would definitely agree with that.
Just
all
in
kind
terms
of
design.
Yeah, mimicking kind of like a scout style aesthetic.
yeah.
But
Into the fun stuff, I guess we could say now is
yeah,
the gameplay, which I thought was pretty good, pretty good. Just the mechanics of the characters and the way the interactions of the map, and a lot of just the little features on there, like having the radars in there, stuff like that. It works pretty. I think it's awesome. The movement, being able to move and jump like that. No fall damage, yes. It's pretty good.
For
it's
now.
smooth. For now, hopefully.
I almost wonder if they're going to take that away, because that was a huge benefit. That
I doubt they will, because of the verticality of everything just kind of forces them to keep that in there.
Yeah, but
Very true.
It just overall, I mean, I like the way the feel of shooting those arrows works. So the mechanics, charging up with one and shooting with the other, and being able to easily just switch between your bow and melee weapon and stuff like that. The battle, there are some little glitches when fighting somebody that need to be worked out. Reminds me of like an earlier Call of Duty meleeing or Halo. But overall, though, I think it's pretty good. It's pretty great, actually. It was fun.
So,
it's very fun.
For the gameplay, it's very straightforward. We start off with an axe and a bow. In order to use the bow, you have to craft your own arrows. The axe, obviously, is a melee weapon. Bow is a ranged weapon. To craft arrows, you need to collect wood. The wood can be used once or you can use 1 stack of wood per arrow. You can use 1 stack of wood per fire to build. And then obviously you have the combinations between wood and leather to make other items, equipment, improve your axe, improve your bow, improve the clothing you're wearing. So you can either get the leather from hunting down deer and elk that appear in the level. You can also scavenge it from chairs. There's also treasure chests that are scattered throughout the entire map that you can find stuff with. Another big mechanic is the fact that the electronics that are used to make your bonuses randomly spawn somewhere in the entire map.
Yeah.
So
only
everyone
only one person can get to each spawned electronic component, I guess you could say.
So it's a mad dash to get to that.
Yep, and the scary thing is they know when you're picking it up. It'll display your name as you're collecting it, so got to make sure that there's no one nearby or you're ready to sprint at a moment's notice. Otherwise, they can get the drop on you and take you out pretty easily, like I have with... There was this one time I dropped on this guy getting an electronic, and I finished him in like 10 seconds, which shouldn't even be possible, but it was.
He was probably already weak.
Yeah.
No, this was the very first electronic of the game. He was just honestly not being smart about it because I just wailed on him with the axe, and for some reason he tried crafting using the electronic to probably make himself a shield or something.
Yeah.
But,
well, speaking of which, oh, you were gonna say something, Kep?
Yeah, another big part of the game is actually being able to track people. As they run through the snow, they leave footprints behind. You can track those people to the spots that they're at. There's a time frame that allows you to track them. You can check when they're cutting down trees. Whenever they're nearby and doing things, you actually get a red blip in the direction that they're doing this. It helped me hunt down Cheech and get a headshot on him when he was weak.
You're such a cock. Anyway, yeah, that's a thing. You can also see past objects. So like if you've chopped down a tree, Cup can come behind and investigate the tree and see where, like, who did it, and then it will give him a marker for a temporary amount of time that will show my current position as if he was actually tracking me, which I thought that was pretty neat. I think the tracking on that lasts a little long, in my opinion.
Yeah, it's a 45 seconds.
But it's still pretty good. But the interesting dynamic, which I like that they added, because to me it keeps the game from being boring, is the power-ups that you do get from those electronics, like being able to, put a bubble shield around yourself, or
camouflage,
to camouflage, or dash off 500 yards to escape something, or all those different power-ups I thought were pretty neat and useful, and adds an interesting dynamic to the game, which you wouldn't have expected initially playing this game, or I didn't even think about when we were watching it at E3 neither. So I think that's pretty neat, and like I said, I think it keeps the game interesting.
Yeah, it definitely changes the overall mechanics and changes just how intense a fight can be, because you don't know what the other person's going to have.
True.
So,
which leads
except if that person's name is that one dude, I can't even remember now.
It's such an easy name to remember.
This guy
I know. I was thinking like Chippy or something like that.
This guy's like got to be part of the development team or something for him to be that good. I don't. If I remember correctly, the guy, one of the developers that we talked to, said the alphas haven't even been open that long yet. It was like maybe a few weeks, I think he said, which would make like a month now. And that means, to be that good, it's only Juicy, 2 hours a week. I mean,
Juicy did say that that was his 8th game that he's played by the end of the night.
That's
so.
That day. Okay, yeah.
Yeah. So he did clearly get a lot of time in just in one day. So if he's been playing for even 2 weeks, I mean, that's 16 games. By that time, you're going to grasp everything you need to know about the game.
Well, we also played quite a bit.
We played 6 matches.
Yeah, we played a decent amount, and to be fair, the overall concept of the game is very easy to understand. You could probably, know the ins and outs within a single game or two. Well, so long as you don't die like in the first 2 minutes, but
Or you freeze to death.
it's really
and not being able
the
to build a fire.
yeah. Then you're really in trouble if you die from freezing to death. but no, it's not the concept of the game that's overly difficult. It's just the strategy of
It's the
when to cut down
implementation.
trees, when to do this, when to do that, because there is a mechanic where if you're chopping down a tree and someone is within, I think, like a 90-meter radius, they can actually hear you,
Yeah.
and on their screen there'll be like a little pulsating red ring around where the sound is coming from.
Almost like in
So
Dead by
if you're
Daylight. Like that
yeah,
noise
so if you're
indicator.
not careful, it's gonna lead other people to you. So got to be careful of when and how you get your resources. I think the same thing also happens when you hunt deer, since they let out that dying cry.
Yes.
Fucking deer.
I know, right?
God damn, I hate those deer.
Oh my
Jeez.
god.
I have
Take
no,
your anger out on them.
I have no reason to hate them. I don't know. I want to hate somebody,
See,
So
and deer can't
So-
fight back.
since we've talked about the two biggest things, obviously, for the game, overall, what's your guys' impressions?
I really liked it. I can look past the glitches and the stuff like that because I know it's still in closed alpha, and I'm actually fairly surprised that, like I said, it's this far along. I'm excited to see what updates come with it, and really, I want a release date so I can be prepared. But yeah, I'm definitely a game that I'm gonna buy, and I can see myself playing this, and especially when I want something different than just your average, first-person shooter. So that definitely give me I guess a 2 thumbs up here.
oh yeah, definitely. I am looking forward to the next time that the servers open up so we can get gaming on it again, because I just had a blast. Those 2 hours went by super fast, and overall, like I said, even though it's just in an alpha and the features are somewhat limited and it's kind of buggy, I am enjoying myself as much as I can with the alpha. I mean, to be totally honest, if this were even close to a closed game, I'd probably still be enjoying myself. So,
Yeah, definitely. What about you, Cup?
I can safely say that this game allows me to fuel my bloodlust. It allows me to hunt people like the animals they are. The most dangerous game. It's becoming glorious.
Jesus
Juicy will
Christ.
die.
What is it?
we did get revenge on Juicy, though. We did.
I did get my revenge. It was beautiful. Headshot.
Jesus.
It was awesome.
Um,
Yes, I will be buying this game. People will know my name.
all right. This message brought to you in part by D. Francesca's family funeral home.
What?
I don't know, man.
City more.
Sounds like a couple
stab
of
'em, we
people
slab
that
'em.
die.
God.
No, but yeah, no, it's
Just
definitely
took
an
an
awesome game. And kind of just a sneak peek to what we got going on. We're gonna have a giveaway. The great developers at the Darwin Project, I don't know, they were kind enough to give us a couple of keys, alpha keys or keys for the closed alpha to give away to some of our subscribers and followers. But it's kind of just an announcement now. We're going to come up with a giveaway or something to decide who's going to get these keys. And if you've made it this far into our impressions video, then odds are you're having a good chance there.
True.
So
Sad reality here, folks.
sad reality.
Sad
but
reality.
It's the truth. So yeah, no, I mean, definitely look out for that. Our next video with this will probably be the how to enter the giveaway, or get a chance to get one of the keys. It's just something I wanted to throw out there so you guys are aware and on the lookout for that, and you guys can enjoy playing this with us. And the thing is that there's not many people at all that have this closed alpha access. I mean,
It's probably only about 150, 200 people from what we
Yeah, I
can
was
tell.
about to say they had
at
like
least
maybe
at least
10,
in America.
15 yeah, they had like 10, 15 servers set out throughout the entire world. They had like US, Europe, and I think 1 or 2 Asia ones. And you can only have 7 people per game, and we didn't have an issue of not being able to get into a game.
yeah.
Nope.
So
I'm trying to recall what one of the developers told us. He did say that they had a release where people could sign up for this closed alpha, and it got filled, but there was very limited amount of licenses that they initially gave away. So, like I said, we were lucky enough to be able to meet these guys, and they gave us a few keys that we can give away. But like, more than likely, if you are one of these people who get these keys, you will play us. So.
Yes.
There's
yes.
that.
You will playing
become
with us.
one of Cup's victims for his bloodlust to reign the world.
Look,
and who knows, you may appear on a video with us. So long as we like you enough to allow you in our Skype call.
This is
if
true.
you've watched the first episode of our E3 Day 1 impressions, we've talked about my bloodlust with the shovel in Call of Duty. We're replacing it with an axe.
This guy has issues.
I don't know what you're implying, Cheech.
I'm implying that you're that guy that wants to hunt the best game, so you capture humans and put them in a fucking forest and give them a 20-minute head start. What's that stupid movie? Now that I think about it,
the most dangerous game.
The Pest. No, the funny one. The Pest.
Oh God.
I could see myself up in a tree naked, just hiding from Cup, coming down with a fucking rifle. Where are you, Cheats?
I mean,
fuck, I'm scared of you.
I am surrounded by forests.
This is bullshit.
I
I gotta make sure I carry my bow and arrow every time I'm around you.
gotta trank dart you one of these days.
That's not fucking cool, man.
Oh, it's very cool.
You're
Like
in on
it.
this? Fuck.
Didn't you know that's how we got Juicy?
It is actually.
I know. I watched it, and right about
Oh, that's
now,
right, 'cause you were
so is everybody
dead.
watching this video.
Because
Yeah, I was dead because
dead.
this cock was like, "Let's team up," and then shot me in the face. And I got proof right here. Everybody, everything we're talking about, people are seeing it. So they're seeing you killing Juicy, and then we're going to rewind a little bit and show me, hey, what's up, Cup? Boom! In your face, bitch. Not fucking cool, man.
it's awfully cool.
It was a perfect kill.
Yeah, well, from a fucking unsuspecting target.
That's the whole point. It can only be one by the end of the game anyways. I might as well get rid of the problem right now.
Let's team up, man. Let's team up, all three of us. We can go get Juicy. On second thought, we don't need you, Cheech. Like an asshole. Fuck, I hate you. Why am I even doing this with you? Fuck. Get off my call.
Your call?
It's my
I
call.
set this up.
I run shit. Alright. Anyway, I think
Last time I edited a video for you.
Hey, well, wait a minute. Hold on. You're my official editor now. You're
Hold on a second.
So we can't go that far.
Let's not get hasty here.
Look here, all right. We've set an arrangement, and we're gonna stick to that arrangement. We're men here, okay? We both shook Sinatra's hand.
I mean, yeah, we'll call it Sinatra's hand.
Right. That's what we're calling it. I don't know
keep
what
it
else we
PG.
would call it. Logan.
Wow.
Logan, thoughts? Final thoughts, actually. This is exceeding the time we probably had in mind, which we didn't set.
Oh, it's okay. We'll have to edit out some time for, you letting your mom-in-law in the house, so.
Jesus Christ. Look, man. Alright, shit happens.
Final thoughts. Look forward to possible gameplay from us. As soon as we can get authorization from the developers to stream this, we will. Otherwise, it's just going to be game clips. They've asked us nicely not to do any streaming, so since they were nice enough to give us these keys, we're going to be nice to them and obey their wishes. But I don't imagine that it'll be too much longer, because I imagine that they want to start getting some publicity around this. I'm just imagining that it's probably something legal that they can't allow any streams of it right now. So
they did mention that they don't see it being an issue now that the game has been publicly announced at E3. but they still are not sure. Therefore, we can put gameplay up, but we cannot do any live streams at the moment. Hopefully, that will change by next Thursday, because it would be cool to do a giveaway during a live stream, at least for one of
That'd
the
be
keys
awesome,
or two
yeah.
of the keys, something like that.
Yeah.
I think that would be a great thing, doing giveaways during the stream. So we'll see how that goes. But I mean, it was just a day by day update here. I'm in touch with the developers, so once they know something, I'll know something, and then you'll know something.
That totally makes sense.
Totally
Speaking
makes
of streams, did we want to announce our Twitch project?
let's keep this.
Just do a little plug. All right.
We could plug ourselves. Why not? Go ahead, plug it.
It was just going to be like a quick 30-second thing saying that the
Plug
three
it.
of us are going to be starting a Twitch team together. So we'll put the links in the description below for each of our Twitch channels, and whenever we're online gaming with each other, we'll be live. Otherwise, if one of us is online and the others aren't, we have it set up so we'll be hosting each other's streams whenever we're not online. So we should have content up quite frequently, I would imagine.
Don't worry. If you don't like Cheech, you can come watch me or Logan play games. If you don't like any of us, then you go find something else to watch.
Fuck off.
Go watch Desperate Housewives or something.
Yeah, because that's the only place you're gonna get quality entertainment.
Go watch the good streamers like Kraken and Brown Man and.
Oh yeah, the good streamers. Yeah.
So good.
You guys are fucking
Anyways.
fantabulous.
All right, I think that's it from us. So
Keep an eye out for Lawbreakers next. That'll be our next.
yeah.
Plug in
Next
the
impression.
that
Lawbreakers.
starts in 2 days, I think, for us.
2 days
Yep.
if I can get in.
For whenever this video is uploaded,
Anyway.
the 28th or whatever, or if we edit it out, whatever. But
Well,
Could
I'm.
edit out our plug for Lawbreakers. Why?
I'm not. I don't want to edit out, but I was gonna edit out the shit talking I was gonna say.
Yeah.
I see. We're censoring our videos to make Cheech look better.
No, you know what?
All
Fine,
right.
we will not censor.
All
it.
right.
But
All
I will
right.
say, I've been trying to get those early access beta keys, and well, actually, I haven't really tried, but I haven't been in contact with him, and I don't want to put it. He only tends to respond to my live tweets, and he doesn't even see the DMs. They're not even seen, which is weird because he told me to DM him about it. But I don't want to put it out on Twitter,
live,
public face, where people can see, oh, he's hooking people up. But it's like I'm getting kind of desperate here because the early access to the closed beta is in like 2 days, man.
Yeah.
All right. So anyway, look out for everything we talked about. Hope you guys enjoy this video. Like I said, I forgot what I said, but it's a good game. And look out for our next video, possibly, hopefully, a live stream so we can give away some keys. You guys can enjoy this game with us. And anything else to add, guys?
More
Yes,
content coming soon.
Watch out for Anime 2090.
Fuck.
Well, yeah, if he's in your game, you just might as well quit.
In your game, you might want to lock your fucking windows and your door.
Hide your kids. Hide your wife. Hide your husband.
Babe, get the window bar. Put it up. Cops around.
He's gonna trace your IP.
No, it's masked. You cannot. I'm running a proxy.
Got it going through like a triple VPN.
It's a triple VPN into a double proxy across Europe.
That's
Dang.
impossible.
It's
From
not
the moon and
impossible.
back.
All right, networking expert here. Okay.
Well, from
Quote unquote expert.
from the experts here, keep it secret, keep it safe. Good night and good luck.
Is that our thing? Is
Talk
that
to you
like
later. That's his thing.
Oh, okay. Well, what he said, I agree. Yeah. Peace, bitches.
Talk to you later.